Go.
Jeff,
Bobby, what's up, buddy?
what's going on, man? Looks like you got you a beautiful bird back there on this nice Thursday, man.
Like the little X Cub?
Yeah, man, it's looking good. Got the engine mounted and everything.
I do, man. I just got to run the linkages and what do you call it? The fuel line.
Servo, push rod.
Yeah,
There we go.
servo. Yep. Do all that
Nice,
jazz.
man. It's looking pretty good. Happy Thursday to you.
Yeah.
It's a very nice, kind of chill and relaxing Thursday. The calm before the storm of the holidays, don't you think?
Yeah, man.
The hustle and bustle before everybody gets all crazy and trying to get to point A to point B and frazzled. But Jeff, while we're talking about all that good stuff, you know something dropped today, right? Actually, it was yesterday.
Yesterday. Yeah, dude. I seen that. That was pretty
Something
sweet.
pretty big dropped yesterday, right?
And I've got it right here.
Well, let's take a look at it. Boom. We'll go ahead and kick this bad boy off, guys,
I've
girls.
got it right here.
The Free Wing Eurofighter
Well,
90 millimeter.
Go ahead and do that roll call, Bobby.
All right, let's see here. We're going to go ahead and do a roll call. We got everybody in here. Let's see. Med Scott, Victor RC Jets, Dutch Love, Turn One Turmoil. Let's see here. Seth Greenberg, what's going on, man? Rolling on through. Let's see. We've got Mason in here. What's up, buddy? Let's see. Jared Layfield, what's going on? He says, did anybody use Radio Master TX? Josh Bunn, what's going on, man? Let's see here. Lionel Randall, everybody's starting to file in here. We got Ken Sprouse Jr. in the house. What's going on, Ken?
Nice.
And let's see, as everybody filing in, man, you know, it's that time. But as you're filing in, we wanted to let you know of a new release. If you haven't already seen it, if you haven't already talked about it, I'm sure you've been in the forums and heard about this beautiful bird right here. But we are looking at the Free Wing Eurofighter Typhoon. Man, Jeff, they snuck that in too. You know what I mean?
Like the eyes, Bobby. You notice Free Wing always drops their stuff right before Christmas.
But you know what I respect about Free Wing, man? This is the best thing about Free Wing. No more pre-order, dude. They're like, it's in stock. Like, I love that. You know? So right out the gates, you go and it's there. Like, you don't have to worry about it. And look, Jeff, another thing, guess what? I already got an 8S version of that coming.
Nice.
Picked it up yesterday. I said, you know what? Why not?
Yeah, so this is the 8S, right? Yep.
Yeah, that's the 8S version. So look, I got that one coming, and I think it should be pretty good, man. We'll see what happens with it. But it looks to be a very good airplane, and I'm kind of stoked about it. So
they'll be here between February and end of March.
Yep. So there you have it. Pre-order reservation details. So there you have it. And that's what I like about Motion RC. Somebody asked, they're like, you know anything Motion RC's coming out with? And I'm like, man, nope, I don't. And then guess out of left field, one last push for the end of the year. They come out with the Eurofighter. Jeff, what are the specs on that bad boy?
So it's got a new 12-blade factory balanced.
All right.
4075, 1350 kV. 1350 kV seems a little low, but hey, man. You know, because most, like the Viper 90s running what, at 2100 kV or 2200 kV?
Yeah, but that's on 8S though, man. It's more of a powerhouse.
Yeah, 120 amp ESC. It's got thrust reversing. Oh, check that out.
That'd be pretty cool. Yeah. So, you know, it's and look, the price on it is $650. If you don't want to pay $650, you can get the $599 one. If you don't want to pay $599, don't get it. You know what I mean? But you know, for $50 more, Jeff, why wouldn't you go to 8S? You know what I mean? Unless you just want to stick to 6S. So ARF Plus or 99. So They really did a good job of spreading it out, and it looks like they've kind of tried to suppress the price of that thing. So
It kind of looks
um,
like they want you to order the 90 the
they do.
8X version.
They absolutely do. They made it so like logical that you would, for the price difference, why wouldn't you? What's going on, Scotty Story? How you doing, man? Don Henry, what is going on? So yeah, turn one. So the 6S is 1960 kV.
Okay.
So she's going to be turning up pretty good. But let's see. Ken Sprouse says Jeff sounds like he's talking into an empty glass. I think it's just because he's so far away.
No, I'm using the mic.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know either. How's it sound on your end, Bobby?
Say what?
I said, how's it sound on your end?
Fine. Sounds perfectly fine. Dude, wait a minute. Hold on, Jeff. I just realized that. That's for pre-order?
Yeah, yeah.
Son of a gun. Airvex. He said, come on, Bobby, weren't you just complaining about pre-orders? This is exactly that. I didn't even
There it is.
realize that son of a gun was
Yeah,
pre-ordered.
because look here, it says in stock.
Exactly. That's the thing. I ordered it yesterday and it had none of that right there. None of that. Or I didn't see it. And I'm pretty sure I didn't see it for sure. Because when it said in stock, that's what I clicked. You got to be kidding me. Huh. Well, that's not good. That's actually really not good. But we'll see what happens. The good thing is they don't pull the funds until it ships. So,
Tall Guys RC, what's up, brother?
man, that's a bummer, Airvex. You ruined my night.
Scotty Story, yes, the canards do work, or at least they did on the first version.
Yeah. Turn one says, I told you it was pre-order, Bobby. Yes, it did. He says, not only is it pre-order, it's prepay. Yeah.
Dang, that sucks, man.
Well, looks like it's going to be a while before we get that one, huh?
I'm ready to get that one in there, Bobby.
Yeah. Well, we got enough stuff in our hangars too that we haven't flown. That we got plenty of stuff to review. So Snow River RC says they took your money, Bobby. Yeah, they did. They took my money, my friend. But you know what? The beauty of a credit card is I can cancel that son of a gun just like that. But yeah. So we'll see. That's a bummer, Jeff.
I know, man.
You know
We're
what?
just hoping for it too.
And look, the funny thing is I got so excited about the thing, and I saw that it said in stock. I didn't even look further down. I was like, "Oh, it's done."
Lionel Randall wants to know, Bobby, what's the difference about this one over the V1?
Yeah. So the V1 was trash. I don't know if you had it or not. I had it, and we flew it. Not only was the foam like weird, it was like that first generation foam, but the power system in there was like a 15. What was a 15 something kV?
It was horrible.
It was horrible. It was a gaggle of wires inside. So this one must be completely better. Jeff, you've got the specs on it too.
On this one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Still. With a 1350 kV.
Hey, look.
120
Turn one said, last week Bobby was telling us he needs to sell planes for the horse he has to buy. This week he buys a plane. Welcome to my life, man. Yeah. This is the problem. You're absolutely right. But hey, look, I mean, the horse is dang near paid for. It's dang near paid for. We got to be quiet. It's almost paid for, so we're good. We're good on that. So
is this a new one, or is it one she's been riding?
This is one that she's familiar with. Like she's ridden it a couple of times.
I got you.
Yeah. So, every parent wants to buy their kids like either their first car or their daughter's their first horse or their wife their first horse. So that's what we're doing. So I have to be quiet because she's in the room next door. But, So yeah, man, look, turn one turmoil. I got a problem like this. We've talked about this. So, but Snow River, yeah, it appears to be a new mold and everything, better foam. Lionel Randall. So get on there and take a look at it. But the funny thing was, Jeff, this morning somebody was on the forums. I think it was a Motion RC page or something like that. and they were like, that airplane is like, it was like 749 and 699 for the 6S.
Oh yeah, but they're looking at euros.
Exactly. And look, nobody knew it was euros until James from Motion RC piped in there. And I was like, man, I appreciate you piping in there, you know? So, and clarifying that. So that was cool. And I was like, you know how the internet is. So let's see. Seth Greenberg says, my new Vulcan is missing push rods. They must have packed it really fast or something. How in the heck did they not put push rods in that thing? Let's see. Josh Blunt says, the horse is the cheap part. It's all the other stuff you have to buy. You dang right. But they've been riding for over 2 years, so we have almost pretty much everything. Other than like vet bills, you know, floating, shoeing, board. The board is what gets you. So yeah, you know, have to pick and choose those battles, man. Let's see. Oh, what did Tall Guy says? He says, hey guys, not sure if any of you follow me on Instagram, but on Monday my account was hacked. I'm working with Mets to get it back. Okay. Cool. If I see anything sketchy come out of there, I know what's going on. I'm like, man, what's the deal? I'm sorry to hear that happened to you too. Oh, my high air drone service says, us poor people, Bobby, buy goldfish. Well, you know, here's the problem. If you buy as many goldfish as you probably buy in your lifespan, you could probably buy a horse. Because you know they only last for a couple of weeks, don't they, Jeff? At least the one at the fair.
Hey man, no, I had goldfish that lasted for years.
Really?
Yeah, and they ended up getting. I mean, they were about 8 inches long. Hey, check this out,
big enough for
Bobby.
you to eat.
I was perusing the interweb today, and I come across this little video here.
Hey, you're low volume there, Jeff.
You there?
Yeah.
I said I was perusing the interweb, and I come across this video here. You guys check it out.
Here, let me turn that music off. It's kind of sketchy.
That's a
oh,
real
wow. Is that real? That was real.
Yeah. Watch him eject.
Why did he eject out of that? All he had to do was shut it down, right?
I guess they're taught to do in panic, man.
You know what would be terrible if he ejected and he got sucked back into that ducted fan on top? Yeah, you know what? I don't blame him because normally those things go up in a fireball. That is crazy. He had no control.
He said, "See ya."
You know how many millions that thing is? Good grief.
That's crazy. I just had to share it. I thought that was pretty wild.
I'm glad you did, dude. That's wild. Could you imagine being that guy and having to explain that to your boss?
Somebody's getting fired today.
Oh, you know it. Somebody's getting demoted. So, but let's see here. We'll jump back in there. That was cool. That was. I haven't seen that. I thought that was a remote control jet, Jeff.
No, that was the real thing. Med Scott, it's good, man. I'm happy. We're still trying to get everything moved in and unpacked, but you know, it's a work in progress.
Lionel Randall said, "What will be cheaper, her first horse or her first car?" At the rate things are going right now and the price of vehicles, horse. Let's see here. All right. And look, Snow River said, did you sell the F-14 yet? Nope. Haven't sold it yet. But it's going back to the hobby shop. I can assure you. I will say, Jeff, let's talk about that little F-14, man. What are your thoughts on that F-14? Like, it's
cool.
Not a bad flyer.
It's cool. But it's not worth the money. Sorry.
No. And the thing is like, it's a cool flyer. Like, it's neat. It's got a lot of cool factor. And I don't know if you guys saw the speed trial. Jeff and I kicked out the speed trial on that thing on Monday. So if you haven't seen it, take a look at it. It was a impressive little speed plane with the wing swept back. It flew at 87 miles an hour, I think is the top speed we got out of it. But Jeff, what did you think about the flight characteristics of it?
It wasn't bad. It flew well. I liked it flying better with the wing swept.
I did too. That was my biggest thing is like with the wing swept, it's more controllable. What was really weird and I did not like about that plane is that it didn't have ailerons, and it needs ailerons. I know, they mixed it in with the
Um,
elevator ailerons, whatever. But and I know why they did it, just for simplicity reasons. But
can you
it really
imagine if they
needs
put
more.
ailerons on it? It'd be like a $500 airplane.
God forbid. And here's the thing too, Jeff. Did you notice it didn't have enough elevator and turns?
I didn't because I really didn't fly. I just kind of,
Doing speed trial stuff.
yeah, we were just trying to see how fast we could get it.
Yeah. So in turns, man, that thing it's not that great. In safe mode, it's not very good at all. Like, and you know me, I don't normally ever fly in safe mode. So when we flew in safe mode, I was out of my element. I did not like it. Um, but it does fly really good. The wings half swept are pretty decent. That's a good flying plane, but all the way swept, man, it's a rocket. So um, I would probably be a buyer for one around like the $200 mark, maybe 180 used. But the thing is like it's so cheaply made, it's not going to hold up. Like Jeff, how many hard landings you think that thing's going to take before
I
it
just,
disintegrates?
I worry about like Wayne and Jeff talked about the way that wing sweeps. It's like a
Yes.
ball and socket. It's like a ball is in a tray that moves back and forth. And that's the only thing that keeps it in. And I'm sure it's going to pop eventually.
Yeah.
And the
I mean,
linear servos in the back, I don't agree putting them on a jet.
right. Right. I just, and if you listen to those servos, man, they sound real crunchy and cheap. I don't know. Let's see. Guniac said the engine was smoking before it crashed, and this was the place where they make them. Okay, so maybe he was like the test pilot for it. That he's talking about that the F-35, I guess. Yankin Bank RC, what's going on? He says, "Hi guys, hope you're having a good evening." Yeah, man, we're having a really good Thursday. We're over here just talking about a couple of things. We were talking about the Eurofighter 90 millimeter that popped out, and that apparently I just found out that is on
Yo, yo.
pre-order. That ruined my night. Appreciate that, but appreciate the heads up as well. Let's see. Tall Guys RC says, "Hey, I just got the new UMX Twin Otter. That's going to be a probably pretty cool one." Victor RC just says, "Loops, rolls, and inverted flight." Okay, yeah, we did all that stuff, and it was, eh. Jeff, you weren't impressed with the roll weight, were you?
No,
So just kind of like everything else, I guess. Not that great for the money, but very cool factor, yes. Oh, we also try to take it off on grass. Doesn't have the power to take off on grass for sure. So, not to beat a dead horse, but like I said, the F-14 is pretty decent. So, you know, Jeff, from a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being awesome, what would you truly, truly give that UMX F-14 Tomcat?
ooh, 6.5.
I think that's a fair assessment. Yeah, I would definitely give it a 6.5. I was thinking around like 6, 6.5. Yeah, yeah,
How about, hey, can you guys hear me better now?
yeah. I can.
I got you. Cool. Yeah, I was using the webcam and not the headset. Sorry, guys.
That's what it sounded like. Now, if you turn
Appreciate
it up just a few notches, you'll be sounding good.
appreciate it there, Ken Sprouse.
There it is. Now you're tracking, dude.
Yeah.
But yes, yeah, the Eurofighter does look great. So
He said thank you. Matt Scott, that is the Hangar 9 X Cub 60cc. It's got a GP 61 on it, and it'll be flying hopefully in the next few weeks.
Lionel Randall said it didn't have lights, of course, so Jeff didn't like it. Yeah, it didn't have lights. Not at all. So, Jeff,
It's not worth the money. I mean,
it's not.
it's got a cool factor, but that's about it.
That's pretty much it. You know what it reminds me of, Jeff? What airplane does that thing remind you of?
The F-14
Yeah.
that reminds me of.
Yeah, that was cool, but when you got it and flew it, you're kind of like, eh.
Ooh, that's kind of like that's a loaded question, Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
What's it
Mm-hmm.
begin with?
A D.
A D.
Yeah. And ends with an O.
Oh, the Draco. Okay.
It reminds me of the Draco, man. It was cool. It
Look,
looks good.
everybody commented Draco, Draco,
Everybody
Draco.
knows. Yep. You're right. Yeah, it reminds me of the Draco, man. The Draco's got an amazing cool factor, and the thing looks amazing just sitting still. But flight characteristics, not so much. Not my cup of tea. That's funny. Ken Sprouse says, so everybody else said it. That's funny. Yeah, so we're all in agreement on that, right? Well, let's move forward with some new news, Jeff, that you're telling me about.
So yeah,
Can
how
we
about
can we talk about it? Let me get this little. Hold on one second. Let me
let's see.
get that
Let me
out
go
of
to
there.
the email.
There we go. So guys, boom.
So everybody who flies 3D knows who Super Tim is.
Why is that a ticker?
What is what?
Oh, nothing. I did something to this. Go ahead. You keep talking. Sorry.
So Tim Hanstein runs Northwest RC, and come to find out, he is the new CEO of Extreme Flight.
And what happened? That's big.
That's huge news.
Big news.
But also Extreme Flight has purchased Skywing. You know, Skywing's one of my favorite aircraft. And let's see, I'm gonna share the email.
I've been impressed with the Skywing airplanes, man. I mean, they fly really good. Like watching your plane fly and watching its abilities, pretty sick.
So here it says, you know, their market, da da da. I'd like to officially announcement that we'll be putting a bow in the year in cooperation with our friend and business associate Tim Hanstein. We have completed a corporate merger of Extreme Flight and Northwest RC, and Tim will become the general manager as well as part owner of Extreme Flight as of January 1, 2023.
Congratulations, Tim. That's awesome.
That's pretty cool. So he's going to relocate to Georgia.
Nice.
And then you come down. There's Tim right there.
I'd like to speak to the manager. Very cool.
Then you come down here, and boom, Extreme Flight welcomes Skywing.
I want that Extreme Flight. What is that top wing airplane, Jeff? It's not a Beaver.
The Bushmaster.
A Bushmaster. Oh my gosh, I want one of those. Something bad. And there was a guy at our field that had one that was electric, and I was a gas head back then, and I was just amazed how well that thing flew. So yeah, just a truly good flying airplane. So that's great news, man.
Check it out. Oh, Yankee Pig says I can't find a UMX F-14 on Horizon Highway. Are you sure it's a UMX?
Yeah, we're pretty sure it's a UMX. I can assure you that.
It's not. It's not a
No.
UMX, according to Horizon Hobby, but according to my hands, it's a UMX.
And if you look at a UMX airplane, heck, the A10's a better buy than that one is.
Look. You can go on Hobby Zone and get the what is that little plane I got, man? The little Bayhawk.
Oh man, that Bayhawk's amazing.
For like it's $160 or something like that.
Tall guys, you're right, man. I want a Bushmaster. I want a Bushmaster AR, and I also want a Bushmaster 25 millimeter cannon as well.
Like I'd rather have the Bayhawk or the what's the one you got? The Viper? No, not the Viper.
The little the 50 millimeter.
Yeah.
It's just a better buy. And you know what, man? E-Flight's probably not wanting us to put this kind of out there, and we don't care because it is what it is. And I'm sure they probably automatically know. You have to think, Jeff. They knew that this thing was taking so long that they probably wanted to scrap it, but they were probably all in, and they were like, "We got to go through with it. The money's been spent." So, by the way, Jeff, the Ultrix, I'm waiting for it, man. It's at your house. It's just been chilling in the back. We haven't seen it.
You can barely see it, but it's right there. See it? Right. Yep.
And there. Jeff would fly it if I would give him the landing gear, but he's got them.
Man.
He's got them. So, but he doesn't need landing gear.
It's Bobby. It's the Arrows Bayhawk by on hobbyzone.com.
They're
$154.
Let me tell you something while we're talking about the Arrows.
That one that Gerson's got. What is that? The F-15?
That is the one I want. Are you looking at it? Can you pull it up there?
Yeah,
pull that thing and throw it up there, man. I think that needs, because of the whole Eurofighter fiasco that you guys just told me about.
This guy. This was a good looking plane in person, man. I'm not gonna
I'm
lie.
getting that. I'm getting that. I was very surprised with it. My question is, we flew the Freewing 90 millimeter one, and it was kind of lethargic. I didn't think this thing would rotate off of grass, but after me and Jeff looked at it, we were very sure that it will rotate off of grass. And it's twin 64, so it looks pretty good. What do you think? Doesn't it look
It
great?
sounds wicked.
Yeah, like I gotta
If
get it.
he was taxiing it.
I gotta get it, man. I gotta get it. I'm gonna pull the trigger on it and just get it
Well, look,
tonight.
and there's those
Tonight,
little
Jeff.
ones. Little one.
Yeah,
155 bucks. You can buy two of those. You can buy the Bayhawk and the T-33, or you can go back up here and get the Viper, and you can have two planes for the price of the one
yeah.
Horizon Hobby one.
That will fly circles around the
Oh,
F-14.
way better, way
Yeah,
better.
yeah. I mean, honestly, and say, hey, look, dude, we're just trying to be honest about it and tell you, what you guys probably already know. But what did he say? Turn one said, Jeff, you don't have to screw in the landing gear on the erratic. So hey, look, you don't need it. He was making fun of your wings.
I know.
Gooniac said, don't forget the 70 millimeter JS 39. That's another one too. Really need to fly that. I was talking to Carrie with Banana Hoppy, the owner of it, and she was saying that she was getting some good feedback from the JS 39 too, and that would be probably another good one.
Did you read that?
Let's see. I typed Bushmaster and Beaver in Google and got some interesting results. Yeah, I could imagine, man. I could imagine. I could imagine. Don't do that on your work computer, by the way. Don't do it on your work computer. Might be making policy somewhere. Gooniac said under $300 with FMS power, dude. You can't beat that. So that 70 millimeter, interesting. I might take a look at that.
Turn one says you have a problem.
Oh, he just found out.
We've known this for a long time.
Yeah, dude. You know how long I've had a problem? Like, do you know? Like, the only reason, like, I don't have like a real big problem is because like of this channel. Like, I found Jeff, and together, me and Jeff like have problems together. So it's not as bad, you know. It's not as bad when you have somebody else in there too. And look, Jeff has it just as bad. Don't be fooled. He does.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Gooniac said the Ares F-15 flies great. For sure better than the 90 millimeter. Yeah, that night, Jeff, you had the 90 millimeter and it flew kind of.
It flew good. It didn't want to rotate. So I put a Viper 90 system in it and it would pop up, but it just 2.5 minutes of flying time. I was good. See you later.
The thing is also that we have to think about too is that like when we get these jets to look at, we don't have a paved surface like, some people. So we have to be aware of like, will it rotate off of grass? Yes, no. Because we've had some, and they won't rotate off of grass. That B-2 bomber, man, I flew that thing last weekend. That thing was all over the place. I don't know.
Josh Bunn, Jeff, is the new Skywing built yet? No.
Good question.
Actually, I talked with Chris Barton. I don't know, it's been a couple of weeks ago. He
dang right.
He had a guy that wanted the yellow laser, and that's the one that I ended up getting. And asked me if I had a preference. Since I won the airplane, I didn't have no scratch in it, so I ended up picking the. What did I get, Bobby? The Edge 540.
The Edge. Yeah.
It's charcoal, green, and white. And I haven't seen him post any pictures on Facebook yet, so hopefully it'll be next in rotation. I figure I probably wouldn't need it till, February at the earliest. What are you doing, Bobby?
I'm over here looking up something.
Got quiet.
Yeah. I was trying to pull up the Freewing F. What is that thing, dude? The one that scares me to death. I was going to talk about that plane.
See, tall guy. Hey, Yankenbeck's got a question. If you had the chance to buy a used HSD Viper 105 or a new E-Flight 90 millimeter for the same price, which would you get? If we're talking like the E-Flight Viper, yeah, I like the Viper. I know Bobby's starting to get into these 105s, but you got to run two batteries, and you can get twice the flight time out of the Viper.
He's right. There's no way around it. There's no way around it. I mean, that's a very valid point. Um, yeah, man. It just depends on what you want to do. You know.
I'd personally go E-Flight.
Yeah, I think like the 90, you're not going to go wrong with the E-Flight 90 millimeter Viper. You're just not. It can do a bunch of stuff. Like Jeff said, one 6S battery. That's two flights over one. On the 105. 105s are cool, man. Don't get me wrong. The power is awesome, and also the good thing is they're heavy, so you can fly them in pretty much any type of wind. I mean, and it doesn't seem demanded at all. Even I was pretty impressed by the landings that I've been getting out of those things. So, but yeah, bigger is better, honestly. And the saying's right. And Jeff will tell you too. Bigger is better, man. I mean, it just doesn't, it's hard to explain. But I realize that the Viper 90 is just something special. And it is. It's just a good flying plane. It's a safe bet. You can't go wrong with it. You'll never not like that plane. And I mean,
But are we talking? Is it the updated, version 4? Where is it this version or is it an older version?
I looked at that one the other day, Jeff, and I was like, man, that's not bad. I almost pulled the trigger on one of those just to see, but I looked at the landing gear and they look kind of small, man. And also, I need to see what kind of thrust that thing's putting out.
12
I,
pounds.
yeah, and that's not bad considering how much that plane weighs. How much that thing weighs.
11 pounds. With 12
So it should be a very nice setup. And when they say 12 pounds, that's projected. You might not get that. So Ken Sprouse says, all right, fellas, my wife just said, y'all better smash that like button. Thank you, Ken. Thank you. We really should. We got 32 people in here. We should have 32 likes. I mean, it would be cool to have that. I'm just saying.
Mason said he's going to check out. He'll see you next time.
All right. We'll see you, buddy. But also, Jeff, what do you think about that plane, man? That's another good one that's not bad, but here's the problem, man. Those prices on there are them HSD prices are a little tough, man.
It's higher than the back of your horse.
It is. It is. It is. It is. It absolutely is. And look, what is the wingspan on that thing? I was
as soon as I back off,
looking at the ME262 with twin 90s.
This wingspan is
What is that? It's a really nice plane, though. Oh, those are 3-inch tires. I saw 3.3. I really do have a problem, you guys. I really do. You're not lying.
I think everybody should go to this style connector, something similar to that. Maybe not that exact connector, but something like that.
So much better.
So 59-inch wingspan. 66 inches, 65 and a half inches long.
That's not bad. It's not very big. It's not very big.
5 foot, 5.5 foot, almost, 5.5 foot.
But it's not a bad one, man. That would be pretty cool. But you know what? Like, I just have to watch more videos and do more research on it just to see. Let's see. Turner one says, love the MiG-29 Red Star. He got that up and flew it. He maidened it, and it seemed to do very good. He didn't do the thrust vectoring. He says, easy to see compared to the all-gray jet. By the way, guys, me and Jeff didn't tell you. And, what you think, Jeff?
Talking about the speed tour thing?
Yeah.
Mm.
We finally got around to doing it, guys. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. And, we did it. we speed trialed the MiG-29. We did it finally. And it was very impressive, wasn't it, Jeff?
It wasn't bad. What's up, Jet Man?
It's a big airplane. And I'm telling you guys, if you don't have like anything 105 or larger, so on and so forth, it's very deceiving. The big things look like they're going slower, but do not be fooled. They are moving very fast. And then you think about the weight that these things are and how fast they're moving. 100 miles an hour is fast for a 16-pound plane. You know?
Yeah, what was interesting is we both got the same speed. Like
We did.
to
We
the
got
T.
the same speed, and so we know that it was tracking. The funny thing is, though, with this airplane, we did a little differently than all the others. Is we knew better than to put it in a steep dive. We knew better than that. So that was a little gunshot from last time, but that's going to be dropping. I might drop that either tonight or tomorrow morning, and you guys can take a look at it. But it's the MiG-29. If you don't have one, it's one of those airplanes that I really think that you should have in your hangar. Amazing flying airplane, and I honestly think you'll like it. Jeff, I think I might do like a little sneak peek of that. What you think, man?
Let's do it.
Just a little sample, man. We got to give him a little sample, just a little bit. Let's see here. We'll do that. Let me jump in here. Share my screen. Da 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 da. All right. So let's just take a little gander at this guy right here. I'm going to share that screen right there. And boom. Just like that. All right. Let's take a look. Here we go. And give it some audio. All right, we're going to skip some because I don't want to show you all of it.
Don't forget to like and
Check a look
subscribe
at
to the
this.
channel. MiG-29 by Freewing.
Beautiful plane.
Here we go. Flies so nice.
It really does fly really nice.
There we go. Full throttle.
Lots of power with this thing.
And rotate.
You know? No problem rotating. Plenty of giddy up to
They're
get off the
coming off.
ground. You know?
Going out here.
Stepping out of the power.
We instantly
Go
jumped
ahead
out
and get
there.
it
We're
started.
running to, 5,000 HRBs on
Here we go.
60C or 50C.
50% throttle.
Flat and level, right?
That's a
Flat and
50% throttle. This is what I'm telling you guys, these big ones.
I got 85, but
50% throttle, and it's doing 85 miles an hour. Impressive.
85. That's crazy, man. It's a big bird, and that doesn't look like 85, does
I mean, you know?
no, it really doesn't.
it? It's
Hey,
crazy. Our
And
whole
just
minds
to
have
make
been
sure that we were doing it right, we did it again.
back
So take a look
around.
at it here. Such a good
blown.
flying
Full
plane.
throttle.
Pilot Will, what's up, brother?
Full
Let's see.
throttle right there.
Here's another. This is a full throttle pass right there. Flat.
107.
That's 107 flat and level, boys and girls. That's a big bird.
107 miles an hour. All right.
That's a
not bad.
big bird.
Man.
It's really.
And then Jeff came and brought it in. I can't let you guys see all the
down.
good stuff, but check out this landing right here. Jeff, this was your
Lands so
landing right here.
nice.
When I pancaked it?
You didn't pancake it.
Nice.
That was
there
your
it
landing
is.
right there. That's not a pancake,
Lands
sir.
so nice.
That's a flapjack.
Nice. There it is.
I come in a little hot, but it's down.
That's all that matters.
Not bad for
Oh, that's right. I
Look, this
plopped down the L39. No, the 339.
Yeah. So I just want to show you guys just a little bit, man. Look, if you don't have one of these planes, it's nice. Let's see. Freewing MiG-29 90s is a keeper. It's twin 80, and yes, it is a keeper for sure, like all day long. And Ken Sprouse, it does sound amazing. Like you can hear the power in it. And in that video, I cranked up the audio so you could really like hear it. It's a bad boy. It is. It's nice. What's up, Jetman? Jetman said it. He says I like to own that bad boy. I'm telling you guys, Jeff has one, and if you got the funds, man, you need to do it. You need to do it.
Hey, I'll sell you the one I got. Just pay for shipping.
Yep. That's it. So I'm telling you, man, it's really, really, really good. So let's see here. Oh, you said you sell me the are you talking to somebody else?
Jetman, he wants to own one.
Oh yeah. Let's see. He said Bobby talked me into the MiG 29. Glad he did. I did. We were talking about it, and I was like, dude, I'm telling you, it's a magnificent flyer. It's got good characteristics, really, really, really nice. And I don't have the thrust vector and like the new one came out, but I'm just the thrust vector in is man, it's so sensitive. Air defense. Let's see. Air drone service says I might need to recalibrate my throttle again. I guess. Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
Oh, Ken
Yeah.
Sprouse, you and I can make a deal. I promise you that.
And yes, Yankin Bank, it does have thrust vectoring. The new ones have thrust vectoring on the MiG 29. They're rolling a what, 749, 750, Jeff?
Yeah, there's a lot.
hmm They are a lot. I will say that. But if you're going to spend a lot of money on a big airplane for Motion RC, that's it. All day long. All day long. That's probably one of the nicer big planes that they have. And I have their twin 80 millimeter A10. It flies great. It flies really good. But between the two, I would probably get the MiG. I would
Really?
probably get the MiG. Yeah. I fly the A10 on 4000s all the time, and it flies good. There's something about that A10 that the way it lands, that it's the landing gear, it's very shock absorbing. It's crazy. We're gonna do a speed trial on that one next, Jeff. That's the next one that we're speed trialing
We need to do, all right, so we need to do yours, which is
on the
bone
A10.
stock. Need to do your bone stock A10, and then we need to do mine with the 80 millimeter 2100s out of the E-Flight.
I know I'm gonna have more flight time than you for sure.
I know, but just see, man.
Just see the speed out of it.
Just see the difference.
It'd be sweet.
It's the difference. That's why we do this.
Yours is
man.
gonna be fast. Jetman said, "Ouch, 749." Yeah, yeah, man. And here's the thing about these jets. Like, we're talking $750 for a jet that size, right?
Foam.
For foam. Like, have we lost our minds? Have we gone mad that we are socially like accepting the price of this? I mean, we don't have a choice, right?
I mean, you have purchased 205 millimeter jets, Bobby.
That's true. That are like a grand. That are a grand. Yeah, it's stupid. Yeah. But you know what I mean? Like, I enjoy the hobby. It's the thrill. It's the rush. It's going on to that next waypoint. And Jeff, we're not even going to talk about how much the JP fans,
Yeah.
so how much is truly invested into those things. By the way, Jeff, those JP fans, let me tell you guys,
See, they're coming stock in the new one.
crack the codes. I cracked the code on the JP fan. You've got to set the timing. I'm at 13% timing, dude, and I got an email today saying, dude, you can put it at 15. You're good. It's completely safe. They can handle it, and they rock and roll there. I thought that was a little bit much, but they can handle it, and it seems to be like on that the MB 339. You saw it, didn't? Yeah, you saw it.
Yeah.
It launched. It launches, man. It's a different monster. I love it. So we got over there. Yankenbeck said still cheaper than kids. You're not kidding.
Yeah, man.
Seth Green said, "You guys are crazy or very rich. Probably crazy. Probably crazy, just to say the least. Definitely not rich. Definitely not rich. For sure." The Ken Sprouse says, "I'd say both." Hey, listen, you hear Ken Sprouse over there, Jeff? He's got more airplanes than we do.
Yeah, he's got more airplanes than you and I combined.
Exactly, Ken. Hey, look, we've seen your stuff now. So Victor RC just got it just as bad. He's got as many, and he's gone full turbine. So he did the 105 journey, and then look at him. He's in turbines right now. So, hey guys, another good thing that we wanted to talk to you guys about is, man. So you guys kind of been rolling along with us with the changes at our own home field, and me and Jeff are on the I guess you could say we're on the board of the field. And look, man, great news! We got an address now, Jeff. That's great.
Awesome.
We got the website up. That's great. I mean, we're just slugging along. We're trying to get everything ready for the new year, and hopefully, we'll welcome you guys out to our field and a nice fly-in, and we get to meet you guys. Y'all come out and hang out and fly and cut up with us, and just have a good time, you know. And we love to have you guys there. So be on the lookout for that, and good things to come. Always some good things to come. But now, Jeff, I want to talk about something. You ready?
So it can be.
I don't think I even told you about this thing, but it's really important. I'm gonna crank up the light. Good God Almighty, that's bright. So we all fly foam jets, do we not, Jeff? We fly a lot of foam things and we tear up a lot of stuff. And I finally pulled the trigger on a foam cutter. It is an honest must have. This thing cuts so nice. I don't know if you guys have this or not, but if you're dealing with airplanes and you got a foam plane, I'm telling you, go ahead and get you one. This is a foam cutter. I got it off of Amazon. I think it was like 24, 25 bucks. It has a digital, voltage reader on there. And this thing gets really hot, but it comes with all kinds of attachments. You know, this is one of the attachments. It's very easy. You snap it into it, and it has a heating element inside that heats this metal rod. And that's literally what you cut the foam with, just like that. You'll cut it like that.
See, that seems like a better option than what I used when I cut TJ's plane in half to
Yeah.
to fix it back together. I think I used a Sawzall. Matter of fact, I did use a Sawzall.
This makes it very, very clean, Jeff. It makes it extremely clean, and it doesn't make it ugly. I cut the top hatch of my L39 so I can get more air in there so we can get some more thrust. And it did a really nice job. Now you want to go in with some light sandpaper and kind of brush it up, or your Dremel tool with your sanding drum to make it look immaculate. But this thing is really good. Like I said, I got it off of Amazon, and it comes with, a small attachment. It comes with the pin so you can mark off your stuff. It comes with this hook right here so you can cut, foam, like get in there and hook around it. Yeah, and cut around things like that. Pretty neat, right? And like I said, it just slides in there. And it has a longer cutting element too. So you have the short one and then you have the long one.
I'm not going to buy one. I'm just going to borrow yours.
I mean, hey, dude, times are rough. I understand, but it's very cheap. And then it has I said, and look, and then it has this element right here that comes in there too. So that's for like cutting, pieces of like if you drew something like a circle or a star, a block, and you need to cut it, you can cut it with this. But guys, if you, as much foam airplanes as we have, and we're tearing these things up and stuff like that, it makes it a little bit nicer to cut. Now, the thing is with this is you really don't want to get it too hot. How do I know this? Because I got it too hot and I started cutting it and it made it look not pretty.
I bet you could cut the cheese with that thing, Bobby.
Dude, you could cut the cheese. You absolutely
legit cut the cheese is what I'm saying.
You could absolutely cut the cheese with this. It looked like one of those cheese cutters too, to be honest with you. But like I said, dude, Amazon, look up hot foam cutter iron, dude, and it's like super inexpensive. And it was the nicest thing that I've done for my foam planes. So, small things, what, $24 or something like that. You get one of these, you put it together, you tear something up, you cut an airplane, you need to make it look a little nicer. I mean, it's a no-brainer for the price. So, like I said, wanted to bring you guys some equipment. And there you have it.
Said, Jeff is the man. He used manly tools to fix my Viper 90. Now my jet's indestructible.
It is definitely indestructible.
I ain't need no foam cutter, TJ.
Yeah, that's because he didn't know what a foam cutter was, TJ. He didn't even know what a foam cutter was. That man's out there using hacksaws and whatnot.
It worked, though, brother.
It worked good, too. That airplane's just is stronger than it came from the factory.
And the hatch fits just perfect.
Just perfect. No problem at all. And, Jeff, I would think, honestly, man, a saw would be a nice clean cut, too. Like, for foam, it'd be a very clean cut. So, it's very, very nice. I definitely like that. I've already used it, and it's been great. Let's see here. I'm jumping back in the comments.
Man, you can't beat it.
No, man, you really can't. Let's see.
Ken Sprouse, wants to be like Victor when he grows up.
Snow River says, when I can buy a 1 meter prop plane for under $200, that does 130 miles an hour. I have a hard time rationalizing anything over $300. Hey, man, you got to figure out what's good for you, man. What's good for you is not good for everybody else. So, but yeah, I'm with you. If you want speed, yeah, that's going to be hard to justify. 2 turbines. Let's see. I'm losing it too. Man, I can't wait to see fly in back of that field. Yeah, man. Josh Bone, we're working on it, man. It's happening. It's happening. So we're slugging away. Good things don't ever happen quick. So, but myself, Jeff, TJ, and 2 other guys are leading the charge, man. And it's been really good. It's been smooth, and as in any club that you have, you hit bumps and hiccups and, you know, but it's overall, we keep pushing forward, man. We will not be derailed. So foam cutter's pretty cool. Foam cutter's pretty cool. Let's see here, Jeff.
Hmm?
I'm looking here. Hey, Jeff, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
What do you feel about crashing on a maiden flight? What do you feel about that? Like, one of those things. I always like to talk about this topic because it's one of those things that's weird. Like, there's just something about a brand new airplane that you have. You know how you have the build up, you're excited to fly it. Let's say your Cub behind you. You get it already.
Whoa. Don't
Is that
jinx
putting
it.
bad? Is that putting bad
That's
mojo
like
out there?
bad juju, dude.
I shouldn't say that. All right. We won't say that, but I'm gonna say it anyway. So, let's just say the Cub back there. What if something happens? You know how you put so much money in it and time and effort, beautiful plane, and you're all amped up and you know it's going to fly good, and you get out there and you take off and you realize your ailerons are reversed and
That won't ever happen
boom.
again. I can promise you that. My
That's
ailerons
just
would never,
a hypothetical.
yeah, hypothetically, yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
it
might
hurt.
be part of the hobby, man. It sucks, but that is the risk that we take. It's like playing Russian roulette.
It is.
Time that plane leaves the ground, it may never come back again.
And that's what leads me up to, and I don't know if you guys feel like this or not, but there's nothing better than a good day at the field when you get some good flights in, everything comes down, everything comes home, no hiccups. You know what I mean? It's just something, It is what it is, TJ. TJ said, that's a low blow, Bobby. No,
What did TJ crash?
TJ, what did you just crash?
What he crashed on the maiden?
Oh, what did he crash on the maiden?
Evidently something, because he's feels singled
I
out.
think he thinks that I'm setting you up, and I'm not setting you up. I'm just saying. Jeremy Krotz, what's going on, man? He says you just got to accept it and move on to the next one. Yeah,
No.
But for me, it's like when you crash an airplane, dude. It takes a day or two, Jeff, for me to be cool. You know what I mean? Like, I'll come home, I'm in a bad mood, but I tell the wife, I'm like, hey, I just crashed the airplane at the field.
She's probably laughing on the inside.
Oh, you know it. You know they are.
That's what you boys get for playing with them toys.
Exactly. And I'm like,
Pops 305.
I don't
know. The FX Cub with the DLE. That was a big one. The 222 is on the 165-inch wingspan plane?
Yes, Seth. I'm with you on that one, Seth.
I've seen guys not come back for months. Well, look, my thing is if when you crash a plane, you better take another plane up.
And that's it.
That's it. Land, pick up the pieces, and take off with another plane, because if not, you're going to have the stage fright.
But Jeff, what happens if you crash that second plane you take up? What happens then?
You crash that third one, and you go to hell home.
And you have no more planes. And
you're done for the day.
Yeah, you're done, sir. You are done.
Just quit.
You are done. You have came, you have sawed. You did not conquer.
If you crash 3 planes, Bobby, in one day, dude,
Jeff, all you do is go home and lick your wounds, dude. You go, you crash those planes, you pick up the pieces, you go sit in your car or truck, and you cry, and you go home and you lick them wounds. That's what you do. That's what you do. That's what I would do. It's a terrible feeling, man. And I've had days where I've crashed 2 planes, Jeff, and I'm just like, and Victor, you bring up a very good point right there.
Look, you better go knock on wood. You better go knock on wood there, Victor.
Hey, I'll go ahead and tell you, Victor, there's no reason to even knock on wood. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen eventually. He said, glad I have not crashed a $6,000 jet. It's gonna happen.
Yank Bank, we have not flown the HJK Big Monster.
Victor, I'm not wishing that on you, but we
Hey.
all know.
I have a question.
Josh Bund said, look, Jeff, just don't forget them wing bolts, boy.
I almost did it.
Don't ever let him live that one down. Don't ever.
Look, I have a question.
What?
You're at the flying field and you're flying with multiple guys in the air.
I don't like it. Oh.
Okay.
TJ, pay attention.
It's a question for everybody in the room. All right, look, you're at your flying field, you're flying, and there's 2, 3, 4, 5 of y'all up at the same time.
Pay attention, TJ.
2 planes make contact. A part falls off one of the planes. Who's liable for that? Is it the pilot who you think hit the other pilot, or is it just it's part of the game? You cut your loss and you go. Who's at fault here?
Yeah, that's a good question. Because hey, look at TJ. TJ knows what we're talking about.
I want to get a. I want to get a.
What's going on, Jet Junkie? Good to have you in here, man.
A consensus on what everybody thinks.
He says I crashed 2 planes, one week, the other the next week, one 5K, the other 6K turbine. I'm with you, man. That you want to talk about make you sick as a dog. I'm with you, man. Good God Almighty. Yeah, that's
no okay, Jeremy. So let's say you got 5 jets flying at one time. 2 jets make contact. One loses a hatch. Who's at fault? The pilot who lost the hatch, or the pilot whose plane hit? Or is it just the risk you do when you put multiple planes in the air?
Omaha Air Drone Service said, hey, man, you just cut the loss, Jeff. You got to cut. Hey, you cut those losses. You keep it moving. Med Scott says you do pay rock, paper, scissors to see who has to pay. The thing is like, here's the thing. This is the splitter.
They were both in pattern, Josh. They just
pattern.
got too close to each other, and
Yeah. It wasn't malicious. Happened. It wasn't done on purpose. It just accidentally happened. Right?
Yeah.
And Jeff, your airplane could have received some damage, let's see. Jimmy Cross says that's definitely the risk. I've seen both ways. Yes.
All right, so Bobby, what do you think?
Honestly, look, if both of you guys are up there flying and having a good time and you bump the airplane, you didn't do it on purpose, and he lands his airplane and doesn't have any problems, I think you don't owe him anything. I mean, I think it's just the cost of flying. These things happen. You get that close, you're going to have that. Nobody wants to touch an airplane together. You know what I mean? Like that just happened. So I don't think you're responsible to buy another hatch, Jeff. I don't. I just don't see it.
I'm going to put a feeler out.
I would not do it.
A feeler out. If anybody's got an E-flite F-16 70 millimeter hatch laying around, let me know.
And Omaha says, we all know who flies like crap. So just wait until they land and then send it. Yeah. It's just one of those things, man. When you have these freak air, crashes or something like that, literally I watched it. Jeff touched the airplane or the airplane touched Jeff. And, it was all ha-ha-he. Everybody's having a good time. The canopy fell off. Jeff lands, the other airplane lands, and it's all cool. I don't think you should have to buy another hatch for the other person, man, unless you just want to be a nice guy, right?
I'm not going to spend $50 on a hatch. Not going to do it.
Right.
Because it is what it is. I might sling a little bit of money towards it. So if anybody's got a crashed F-16 70 millimeter, the Thunderbirds, I need a hatch.
What's going on, Lyndon Stewart? Yeah. Yeah. Hey, look,
in the store.
Jeff. This wasn't a hypothetical. This actually happened. So,
Yeah. So me and another guy, it was 3 or 4 of us up there flying. There's 4 of us.
yeah.
We were all flying, and my plane and this other guy's plane made contact, and I've heard through the grapevine that this other guy's expecting me to buy him a hatch or cut him something for it. Like,
The real question is, Jeff, TJ, what do you think, TJ? What do you think, TJ? I just, like I said, man,
have you seen here? Let me pull up something.
when we fly T-28s, it's pretty much assume someone's going to get hit at our field. Yeah, man. Let's see. Hey, Snow River said, Bobby has a foam cutter. Just make him a new hatch. Snow River, he's right, Jeff. Let's make him a new hatch. We'll cut it and let bygones be bygones, man. Snow River RC, he's right.
Watch. Let's watch this.
I'm on it's in front. All right, I'm watching.
Fly right RC.
He said
Check this out.
the guy in the front has the right of way.
This is what Josh Bunn's talking about. They got like 6 T-28s up there battling it out. And we weren't doing nothing like this. We were just flying.
Like normal flying. That's aggressive right there. You're actively
Like these guys were trying to hit each other.
And you didn't even do it. I don't know if I would enjoy that because a crash is a crash.
Yeah, they're all like the 1100. And look, there's a Bayhawk about to take off up there and fly with him.
Man, that's grainy. That hurts my eyes. It's like looking at a first generation Nintendo. Josh Bunn says, one of those is me. That's funny.
So
Jeff, TJ said it's the cost of doing battle. I'm with you, TJ.
So it looks like the Bayhawk was the target, and nobody could get the Bayhawk. Of course, it's the T-28 versus the 80 millimeter Bayhawk. Of course, nobody's gonna catch it.
They can't keep. Yeah, the Bayhawk is like, yeah, they're not. Jeff, you still have that T-28?
I do.
That's a good flyer, man.
So here, I'm gonna fast forward to the end. I don't think anybody got clipped that day until the very end.
Oh, almost got me one. All right, hang on. We're gonna have I'm gonna get.
I'd be a little upset if somebody hit the Bayhawk.
Oh, man, yeah, I got me a T-28.
But I mean,
Looks
them
like
guys
fun.
were like intentionally, trying to have fun.
Yeah, you weren't trying to do that. You guys were literally like racing.
All right, let's see. Yankin Bank, I will see about finding the video that you're talking about. Big monster.
Hey, let's see. Yankin Bank said, can you guys play the HJK Big Monster video? What is that? I don't know what that is.
Here you go. We're gonna play it.
That's a pretty plane behind you there, Jeff.
It is, man. I'm excited about it.
Craftsmanship.
Oh,
Big
it's like
Monster?
Oh, that 308 miles an hour.
Das war's auf dem T-Shirt hinten.
308 miles an hour. My gosh. Sounds like for sure, Victor. Good gosh. Man, those Germans are always pushing the envelope with these airplanes. It's amazing. Some of the best stuff comes out of there.
I'm amazed he can land the damn thing.
Snow River said Bobby needs to learn to fly that way for speed trials. No, Snow River. We would never have another one. These airplanes we fly, man, I'm surprised some of the speed trials we've done, we haven't had any like wings fold up yet. That's crazy. Dude, that's amazing. Look, Jeff, I could see. What
Look at
was
that. Watch this.
Wait, what in the heck? What? That is exactly what fast sounds like. Did that not sound like a jet?
It is.
Oh, it has a turbine jet motor in it?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Man.
Oh, my God. That is amazing.
Look at the guy there cutting the grass.
If I was a guy cutting the grass, I'd be like, I'm getting the heck out of here. Look at that.
Let's see. Where's it at? There it goes.
I mean, honestly, it sounds amazing.
Oh, he's gonna land it. I want to see that thing pass again.
I love that sound. I love it. That has to be faster than 200, you would think.
That's nuts, man.
That is beyond nuts, man. That thing is crazy. Well, look, guys, Jeff, it's 106, man. We've been rolling pretty hard, guys. I think it's time for us to crack it down. What you think, Jeff?
Ken Sprouse, yeah, I'm good with that. It's HJK.
Man, that is the fastest thing I've seen on the internet. That's RC.
That thing,
Dude, that's crazy. Well, listen, guys, we really appreciate you guys coming in here and hanging. He said that must be 1 million kV motor. Yeah. Jeremy, you're right. That is nuts. But anyway, guys, we certainly appreciate you guys coming in here and hanging out with us and everything. You know, we always have a good time. We love doing this every Thursday. And don't forget to check out Raleigh Hobby Shop down there at the bottom of the screen, scrolling at the bottom. If you want your coolest airplanes. I mean, Jeff, I'm like, man, that thing's fast as heck. That's
quick.
fast as heck.
Sure.
But guys, we're going to go ahead and shut this bad boy down. We certainly appreciate you. Jeff, you got anything else?
That's it, man. Hopefully that big bird will be flying next time.
Man, that is pretty good, I tell you. So, look, other than that, I think we're going to, yeah, they do ship, by the way, Omaha Air Defense. Let's see. Oh, Ken Sprouse. We appreciate that. What is this? Rcplanereviewer, what E-flight receiver would you recommend for the B-26 Bomber Martin Marauder? Who makes that? The B-26? What is that, Jeff? Do you know what he's talking about?
I don't know.
Man.
Bobby,
Seth Greensburg, we do have
good?
speed trials of the A-10 coming. I actually did one, but I want to do a more thorough one. So that's coming. That's coming. And so hold your breath on that one. That's a good one. What did you say, Jeff? I'm sorry.
Next, are we good for next Thursday?
What is going on next Thursday? That's the 22nd. Yeah, I'll be here.
Are we talking about the Dynam?
Yeah, we'll be here next Thursday, the 22nd, for sure. I'm on vacation too. Yes, I will be here Thursday.
So I think Lyndon is talking about this here, Bobby. That one.
Oh, yeah. I'll be honest, man. It's discontinued.
He's wanting to
And
know what kind of receiver.
oh shoot, how many channels is that thing?
It's only a 60-inch wingspan. It runs on probably a 7-channel.
Probably 7, yeah.
6+ channel, yeah.
Yep. So you need a 7-channel.
AR 630.
AR 630 all day long, buddy. They're nice and cheap, and they're effective and bulletproof. AR 630. There you go. Man, all right, guys. Well, look, next Thursday, we'll see you next Thursday. Guys, we are punching out. It's been a great day. It's been a good Thursday. Again,
Hey, Will.
hanging out with you guys.
Will, it was good to see you guys, man. Appreciate y'all coming to fly with us last weekend.
Yeah, man. RC Pilot Will. Hey, thanks. He came out there and flew with us. You're right, Jeff. And we had a good time out there shooting the bull and everything like that. You got to come out and come play with us again. We definitely appreciated that.
Just don't lose no more Avantis.
Oh, yep. Don't lose anymore, or we just got to locate the one that you lost. So, other than that, I think it's time to punch out. Jeff, what you think?
Good dude. See you guys.
All right, guys. Y'all take care. Y'all don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Be on the lookout for the new videos. Boom.